Introduce our players. Starting in the top left from Team Dignitas, we have Select, one of the few Koreans, one of the first Koreans to kind of represent the foreign scene based off his activity. Select also has one of the most epic runs to an MLG bracket ever. He lost in the second round of the winner's bracket, then had to play 11 series to get all the way back and play second, where he eventually lost to Idra. But at the time, StarCraft 2 was just emerging. No one really knew how to play the game correctly. In fact, the metagame was just starting off. People were still playing on very, very crude, unrefined maps. But now we have him facing off against Zenio for a very important match. Zenio, of course, from Team Liquid, from OGS, one of the first Zerg players to really showcase cool ZVZ strategies with using Contaminate and Overseers, as especially since Zenio had that infamous backhanded comment to Idra, in a metaphorical way.
What are we seeing right now, Dan? Select with everything on the line, and Zenio will not scout it, not yet at least.
He'll basically know what's going on now, but it was 5 seconds difference, which could make the entire world bend.
Could make a world of difference, as this was a very late spawning pool. I think this was a 17 pool from Zenio. Now, this is not the closest proxy of all time, and I don't think this was 11-11, but this is still a super, super aggressive opening from Select, who now knows exactly where his opponent has spawned. Zenio has also spotted the proxy, so he knows exactly what he's dealing with. He's already overpulling drones. Spawning pool about 2/3 of the way to completion. Select has got to hurry up if he's going to try to make this work.
That's right. I was looking on Select's vision just to see what where he's going to move all of his army and how many SCVs he was going to pull. Zenio already has a wall of drones ready. He might have to pull a little bit more because you can tuck that Marine right next to the ram. That's what makes him Toon Value awesome.
I love the building placement there. That Marine will be completely covered. And from here, Select is just going to leapfrog forward with his bunker play. First lings are in production. There's a lot of lings in production, and I do not think that there's enough on the ground for Select to really survive the Zerglings. We're going to have to wait and see. It's all going to be about positioning and how much damage can Select deal. That low ground bunker is definitely going to finish. More SCVs are here, but there's only one Marine alive. A couple more reinforcements showing up. Workers lost right now, only 2. Zenio's done a fantastic job so far.
The bunker is still about 8% finished. Oh, Select has one Marine kind of caught between SCVs, but he does manage to do it, and Select does finish the bunker. 2 SCVs end up coming out of here. Select really wants to get that one Marine into there, and he should be able to repair it from a very safe distance. Needs more Marines. Select now rallying them in. Zerglings are also being pulled. SCVs are trying to rally into the bunker. Select does manage to save it, and Zenio will hold despite him missing the initial scout. Awesome job from Liquid Zenio.
Now, is Zenio out of the woods? I want to say yes, Dan. Select has only 7 SCVs, and it's against 12 drones. There is a queen out. Zenio is completely safe. He's completely secure. How does Select follow this up? I kind of anticipate that we're just going to see one more final all-in. He's going to go up to 12, maybe 16 Marines and go for it, because I do not see him winning in a macro game.
No, he's really far behind. You're absolutely right about that, Ben. Zenio also starting to drone up, trying to recuperate his losses accordingly. Zergling trying to scout and Select trying to deal with it, but he has no command center really placed down for now. Select's actually walling off, realizing he might not be able to even hold off a counterattack if a bunch of Zerglings came.
He's trying so hard to deny Zenio's vision, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop him from scouting the naturals. Zenio sees that there is no command center down. Select is building SCVs, which tells us that he might be thinking about expanding, and I don't know if that's the right choice. It's 12 workers to 20, and Zenio still has the luxury of 2 bases. He's soon to have 2 queens. No gas, no tech. Well, I say no tech, but he is mining gas.
Wow, what a sick scout here from Zenio as well. He sees the double barracks because he had the Overlord in position, and he sees no command center. And now Zenio knows just have to get up spine crawlers, just have to make enough units. 3 spine crawlers, and maybe even a 4th just to be extra safe. This is Select's last attempt. This is his last game in the regular season. No matter what, the Season 4 is done for both of these players. Now, and Zenio really wants to win.
Win or lose here, this doesn't mean Select is necessarily out of the wild cards. If he loses, he's 5-3, which is still one of the best records in the league. Here comes everything. Select has brought all of his SCVs. He's leaving 3 behind mine minerals. He's going to have 4 barracks producing Marines, and everything. It's all or nothing right now. We've got the Spinecrawler wall is in place. The Zerglings are being produced. Speed and Baneling Nest also on the production tab for Zenio. He has every tool that Zenio needs is at his disposal. It all comes down to execution. Can Select make it work? Will Zenio stop this brutal final all-in?
Select has a lot of Marines, and the Spinecrawler doing a good job buffering. The Marines have to just get into a good position as well, cutting back. SCV is not really able to buffer for it. Oh, and Zenio, he is more than okay. He's got a lot of Queens. Select can't do anything. Speed is about to finish as well. Doesn't even really need it because Zerglings are able to get some good damage in despite, or because of the creep, actually. And Select, his Marines shouldn't be able to do too much. I mean, there's even enough energy for a transfuse onto one of the Spinecrawlers, and Zenio is able to hold very comfortably. 4 SCVs left for Select.
Yep, Zenio holding with only his Zerglings. Didn't have to commit any drones, didn't lose any Queens. Now he's making Banelings. Select's got one final attempt, as he will try to come around the side where the Spinecrawlers don't have full coverage. There are a couple of Banelings out. Production tab also shows us 12 Lings on the way. Speedlings. It looks like Zenio has done it. Select will come up the ramp.
Wow.
This is it, the final attack of Select, and he does. GG. Zenio takes it. It was a close series and an exciting series, but at the end of the day, Zenio offs Select. Now Select is 5-3. Now Zenio is 5-3, and there are other players in this group that could also finish the season at that mark. So impossible to say who's going to be second place here as Division 2's regular season is winding down.
It's so interesting too because Select could still end up finishing second in this group, depending on how everything goes, because he has a pretty good decent map score. He's got +4
and he won a map here, which is great.
So Zenio does improve his record to 5-3, but he's only +2. Select's +4. Anything can happen, and especially since Oz, Nani, Puma all have yet to potentially finish 5-3. The division is still wide open, though.
Absolutely. That last game, guys, brought to you by Stamps.com. Hassle-free postage from your PC. Head over to nasl.tv/p/stamps and order some stamps today. You can order a Frodan stamp. It'll look just like the face in Twitch TV. No,
you actually can't do that, Ben. But you can get hassle-free postage. There's a $5 coupon actually going on. Check it out while we take a break and get ready for our next series of the day, the Muslim versus Finale, a fight for 2 of the top division leaders in Division 5. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a minute.